Good day, everyone. Today, we're setting sail into a haunting new world, one crafted by the developers behind Little Nightmares, and this one is called REANIMAL. The demo has just surfaced. Brief, yes, but dense with mystery. While it doesn't hand you every answer, it gives you something better, a feeling that something just, isn't quite right beneath the fog. So join me as we take a closer look, not just at the gameplay itself, but at the world, the mood, and the way this demo builds tension without ever raising its voice. From the very first frame, REANIMAL shows that it understands visual storytelling. The palette is muted, but every shade of gray and green tells a story. Fog just doesn't obscure your view. It feels alive, rolling in like a living thing. Lighting is the star here. Red beacons blink in the distance like warning signs from another world. The reflection on the water, it isn't clean, it's fragmented, almost like a broken mirror, remembering better days. Every animation, from your companion shifting her weight on the boat, to the waves tugging at the hull, is handcrafted to pull you in. You don't just see the world, you inhabit it. It's that strange blend of beauty and somber that feels uniquely human, and that's something you don't often get from just a demo. The sound design in REANIMAL is nothing short of art. It's minimal, but very intentional. The low rumble of your motors, comforting, almost like a heartbeat in the dark. The waves slap against the boat, steady and reassuring, but then the sound drops out. Suddenly you're left alone with the creak of wood and the distant sigh of something moving in the fog. That silence, that moment of nothing, is where the game gets you. You start to lean forward, listening for something that isn't even there. The developers understand that real fear doesn't come from noise. It comes from the expectation of it. In REANIMAL, even the quiet has a pulse. As you move inland, the world begins to reveal its story. And it's not a happy one. The rocks give way to a sickly green shoreline, where trees stand like skeletons against the fog. It's as if some great industry bled this land dry. Then you see it. There's no mistaking it. The factory. Huge, looming, and impossible to ignore. The scale alone tells you this place was built for something terrible. The game never spells it out, but you don't need it to. The story, it's in the textures, the rust, the debris, the lingering sound of metal on metal echoing through an empty hall. This is how REANIMAL communicates, not with words, but with environmental truths. One of the most unique features in REANIMAL is its dual character design. You're never truly alone. From the moment you meet her, your mysterious companion, she becomes your anchor. Her torchlight is literally your guiding light through the dark. Whether you play solo or share the screen with a friend, the connection feels genuine. The developers confirmed that the two characters will always stay together in frame. It's a small touch, but symbolically powerful. Two souls trying to survive a world that wants to swallow them whole. There's comfort in that companionship, but also quiet sadness in knowing that even together, you're still lost. Exploration in REANIMAL never feels like a checklist. While linear in concept, it's more like wandering through a dream that you just don't quite understand. You find suitcases along the shore, a lighter that barely pushes back the dark, and the whisper of machinery somewhere beneath your feet. The game doesn't reward you with answers. It rewards you with more curiosity. And that's the magic of its pacing. You're not racing to the end. You're sinking deeper into a mystery that doesn't want to be solved. Every corner you turn just asks you to keep going, to listen instead of run. Inside the factory, you can even tell with the air changing. Well, actually, I think you can hear it. The sound design in the interior is wonderfully crafted. The game is filled with atmosphere. At one particular point, you enter a hallway that's lined with lockers. Light flickers, then again. You check the lockers to see what's inside, and all of a sudden, you hear something wet, something dragging. It's not just a jump scare, it's a slow, inevitable reveal. A creature without form, skin without structure, collapsing and pulling itself forward. The camera doesn't cut away, the soundtrack doesn't spike, it just lets you sit there in the discomfort. And that is true horror. Not necessarily what you see, but what your mind does with it. The game is filled with these mysteries. What are these skeletonless creatures? Why are they here? What was this factory for? These are the questions that run through your mind as you're playing. It's what pushes you forward. It's not the end goal that you want to accomplish, but it's more the story or the experience that you want to feel. From this limited demo, you get to see several puzzles that are included in the game, and they all feel very intuitive. They're not overly simple, but they're also not overly difficult. The pacing, again, is perfect. The final sequence kicks everything into overdrive. I'm not going to get into spoiling this segment for you, as I really do truly believe that you should experience this demo for yourself. REANIMAL is a demo that understands the power of mystery. It doesn't explain, it invites. It doesn't shock, and it lingers. The combination of atmosphere, beautiful graphics and sound design, and environmental storytelling feels rare these days. It's less about what you do and more about what you feel while doing it. I can't wait to see what the full release brings when it arrives in early 2026. Until then, keep your lights low, your mind open, and your curiosity sharp. Hi, if you enjoyed this dive into the strange and eerie, don't forget to subscribe for more investigations into the unknown. Until next time, keep the lights low and your curiosity high.